Well, mine would be that they continue to be in the Word and that they read whatever they can about what has gone on in missions, like some of these great missionary biographies, but try to find out about what's going on now. And my very best advice is to somebody that hasn't had intensive Bible training time, that was so valuable to our personal growth and walk with the Lord, to building us up and making us ready to follow Him wherever. And just those 2 years of straight intensive Bible, hearing His Word every single day. And it's not just hearing it, but having to respond to it. I can still remember I hated Old Testament class. Not because I didn't love the stories, I did. But as we were going through story after story, I was so convicted because we were hearing about people that God was using and what He was telling them to do. And if they weren't following Him, how He would bring them back. And it was highly convicting, and I didn't always want to hear that every day. But I would highly suggest just that intense Bible to prepare your mind and heart to follow the Lord for life, wherever that ends up leading.
I think what Laura shared is good advice, whether you're going to be a missionary or not, to really somehow get grounded and get with somebody you respect, a younger person with an older person that you admire, who you see walking with God, and ask them to teach you, to help you, to talk to you about what it's like, to be. We don't always do that, but technically we all should be having somebody in our life that we can do that with, no matter what age we are.
And there's so many things out there now too for people that are already interested in missions, as far as trips that they can take, or small seminars that they can go to find out more about what missions is actually like. And so I think that's all available online too. So many things. In certain ways, yes, because our mission organization is in spreading the gospel. It is a long-term process. It is going in, learning these people's language and their culture. And then after the missionary has learned that, they begin to translate the Bible. They're teaching the people to read so that once they get the Bible translated, they can read it in their language. And so most of our missionaries are a minimum of 10 years. So for me, a short-term trip that would take somebody to see missions work being done in that sense and to help, I think that's good. Sometimes I think instant gospel is a little harder for me as a short-term trip. Like, let's go and we'll present the gospel in one day and we'll have 100,000 responses, but then what? Is there any follow-up for the people? So, but yeah, I'm definitely a proponent of people going and seeing and hands-on experiencing.
The short of it for me is I think it's a valuable experience, and I think it's often more valuable for the person going, for their exposure to see what's happening, than it's more valuable for them than for the people they're going to help.